Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to do another weekly review of index, and from now on I'm going to include both Nifty and Bank Nifty because many people requested for this one, for doing both of the index rather than just Nifty. So I think it's going to be very helpful for you guys who trade in Bank Nifty as well, which has got huge liquidity. But bear in mind that Bank Nifty is more volatile compared to Nifty index. Okay, so if you are new to index trading, it's better you start with Nifty. Okay, and later on, after you gain some experience, then you can shift to Bank Nifty. Okay guys, so let's start with the Nifty here. Let's go to higher time frame, the monthly chart, and we have been doing this for the past 4 weeks, and we know it's in a very tight range. This is the range that we have witnessed in the last couple of months or so, and Nifty is trying to break out of those levels. So overall the momentum is very bullish here, and there was a usually what happens is when you see big move, it's not necessary that it has to do a correction something of this sort. Okay, it can also do a correction which is like a consolidation, okay, where the price doesn't move much but it just consolidates at the higher prices. So I think that is what we are seeing right now in Nifty. It is just consolidating with these higher prices. The bears are not that strong to bring the prices lower here. Okay, so like this. So obviously the objective of the bears is to initiate a downtrend, something like this, and at this moment they are not able to bring a correction of this sort. Instead the price is kind of moving in a very tight range on a higher time frame, so that clearly indicates that bear strength is low at the moment, and that's why the price is getting rejected from the bottom. Of course the bears are rejected prices from the top as well, so their responsibility was to take the prices lower, which they couldn't, obviously, after rejecting the prices. On the contrary, the bulls who have rejected the prices from low, they managed to make the bears accept the prices that are higher than the previous one. You see here, it was here the price got rejected, and the bulls kind of making the bears accept these higher prices. So from overall it seems like the bulls are having an upper hand at the moment. Okay, let's go to weekly chart, and we have been discussing from the past few weeks that it's in a channel, something like this, and at the moment it is right at the top of the channel. Okay, I'll draw it more clearly on the daily time frame chart, but from what we can incur from info from this weekly chart is the price got rejected from the top here. Okay, and then last week the bulls managed to make or force the bears accept these higher prices because they gave a very strong close last week. So what the bulls are expecting now is basically it's the responsibility of the bulls to print a bull bar here. Otherwise the bears will, find an opportunity to get into the market and then bring the prices lower. Okay, so the first objective of the bulls is to clear this high. Okay, that's very essential. So for that they have to print a bull bar which is somewhat similar to this one. So if bulls can manage to print this kind of bar this week, then obviously we're going to see test the highs and also even break those highs and print new highs. That's the objective of the bulls. So the initial objective is to break this high and close above it. Okay, so if you go to daily chart, here I'm going to draw the channel line much better, because you see here we can draw like this, joining the highs. Okay, like this. So it is in a channel, as you can see. It's been doing this, and then now it's at a very crucial juncture. Again, I have been saying this for the past couple of weeks. Just because the market is consolidating, it is still the same situation. Okay, so it can reverse from here if bears come into picture. So obviously it's as I said, on a higher time frame the bear strength is low at the moment. Considering that, or factoring in that, I'm expecting the price to go higher and then maybe come up to this point again to test this channel and then break above. So that's what the bulls would be aiming for as well. They would be very happy to see this kind of thing. They won't mind this kind of correction after the breakout. Okay, so this looks like a very likely scenario this week. So we have to see whether this is how the market reacts. Or for the bears, if there is some negativity when the price goes higher and it comes back very strongly within the channel, then there is a higher possibility that the prices may come down again and then maybe trade within this channel and then do the same stuff which it has been doing, like consolidating. So I'm not expecting a downturn at the moment as such, so I'm quite bullish on the market. And you can see my previous video about the DRDO's 2DG drug that has been anti-COVID drug, basically, that has been approved by the DGCI. So that's kind of good news for the market. As I said, the market doesn't want to come down at the moment. That's what I have explained in that video, and any sort of news or good news can push the prices higher. That's what the bulls are looking for. So even though, and also due to the lockdown, is going to come into it's going to give some good results as well by lowering the COVID cases eventually. Hopefully in this week it should come down, and many states should see the effects of those lockdowns, and Karnataka has also imposed full lockdown from today. So those are going to give some good results for the market. Of course, it's economically bad, but considering the situation at this point, the market is coming down because the COVID cases are high. So once that has been tackled, I think the market is poised to go higher. So that's the whole scenario. For the bears, obviously their objective is to first defend these highs. Okay, they have to defend these highs and then bring the prices lower. And how quickly and with what strength they bring the prices lower is very important for the prices to come all the way to this point. If it's very slow and in a consolidated manner, then it's very unlikely that the price is going to break this low. So their objective is to defend this high and then break this low. So we clearly know what are the objectives of bears and bulls. Okay, and we just have to monitor what the market wants to do, and then depending on that we plan our trades. We clearly know, I will just summarize once again, the objective of the bulls is to break this high and close above it during this week. Okay, then the chances are very high that the price may just test this and then go higher and make new lows or test the previous highs. That's the initial objective of the bulls, and the market is very close to that level. So obviously now the responsibility is on the bulls to take the prices higher rather than on the bears to take the prices lower. So for instance, what I mean by that is, on a weekly one, we have seen that the bulls have gained strength and they have printed a bull bar here. So it's a responsibility of the bulls to print another bull bar and give it a follow through for that. So if they fail, then it's the turn of the bears to bring the prices lower. So obviously the ball is in the bulls court now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the prices might go up for now, and then if they fail, that's when the bears come into picture and try to bring the prices lower. And if that happens, the bears objective is to break this low. So the first objective of the bears is to defend this high, and the second objective is to break this low. For the bulls, the first objective is to break this high and close above it convincingly, and then attempt for these highs. Okay, so that's about Nifty. Let's go to Bank Nifty now. It's pretty much the same, but overall the Bank Nifty is looking a little bit weaker when compared with Nifty. Okay, it is also consolidating, no doubt. You see here it is completely consolidating there, and the price got rejected and it is just consolidating within that bar itself now in the last week. In the last few weeks, yes. So on a weekly chart, you can see it's quite nicely going up. It got rejected from the top, and then the bulls printed a nice bull bar. I mean, I don't say very strong bull bar when compared with Nifty. It is slightly weaker, but still it's a bull bar. Okay, so that's what we can infer at the moment. Let's go to daily time frame chart. Okay, it's the same. As you can see, it is also kind of in a channel. You can say this is like a trend line that if you draw, and just as Nifty, it's got some room left here to reach that point. Okay, so that's where the opportunity for the bears lie. When price comes to around this area, we have to be very alert and see how the market is behaving. If the bears are gaining strength around that and the bulls are losing strength, okay, if that happens, then you will have an opportunity to sell when it comes there. If it is very strong and going up, then that's what the bulls would be looking at. They want to break these highs, close above this trend line and then maybe come for a retest, something like this, and then go higher. Even though Bank Nifty is looking slightly weaker when compared with Nifty, we all know how quickly Bank Nifty can move when it gains the momentum. So don't worry about that. If it is weak now, it can easily turn the tables around and go much faster than Nifty as well. So we have witnessed it in the last few years. It's very volatile, so that's okay. So the same view in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, so this, and the objective of the bulls is to reach these highs. I said in Nifty break these highs, but in this I would say reach that high and print a bull bar this week. Okay, so what that means is after rejecting these lower prices, bulls are making or forcing the bears to accept these higher prices if they can print a bull bar this week. Okay, so that's the whole idea, that's the objective of the bulls. And obviously the bear's objective is to defend these highs, and once they successfully defend that highs, their objective would become to break this low and get the prices back into the channel, and that would lead to a downfall here, and it might find some support around here. Okay, so that's the whole idea. I hope you like this video, and please subscribe if you haven't done yet, and share with your friends as well, which they might also feel you helpful watching this video, and they can be better traders as well. And also have a free Telegram channel that you can subscribe to, which is free of charge, and you get some live updates there, and regarding the portfolio series as well. If you haven't checked that yet, please do that. I'll provide a link at the end of the video. And that's it for now, guys. Happy trading. See you guys.